beautiful.
Thanks. What's all this?
Dinner.
But I told you I'm going out.
I hope you like Thai.
We need a doctor! Quick! Hey, somebody!
Okay, what happened?
It was an accident. He was cleaning his gun. It went off.
Right, bring him in here.
Pulse 130.
How long ago did this happen?
About half an hour.
We're going to do an X-ray to find out the exact location of the bullet and any fragments. I'd say he's bleeding internally.
He's on cold.
BP 60 over 40.
He must have lots of buckets
Hang
of
in
blood.
there, man.
Better get it dripping right away.
He's going to be all right.
We're going to have to do an operation, a laparotomy immediately. There's no way of telling what the damage is until we open him up.
Oh, no! It's you! Get in here!
Nobody moves.
Hey, what's going on?
These are the ones that robbed the bank.
Shut up! Stay away from the door. No one's going anywhere till you fix Jamie.
Thank you very much. It was very nice.
More wine?
No thanks.
I bought it specially. The Hawke's Bay wines were particularly good that year.
It's lovely.
I think you're lovely.
Thank you.
So, how long have you been nursing?
Oh, for a while. That was my first job in the city.
You're from the country then? I can tell. You have a certain quality of kindness. You're a very special person, Alison.
I'm just ordinary, really.
Just do as we say and everything will be all right. We've got it under control. You're going round everyone in this place up. Take him out there. No one comes in or goes out. Got it?
Look, you see, we wouldn't be sprung.
I know what I
wouldn't
said.
go this far.
I know. And fix him up.
It's alright. It's sore.
We'll sort it out, Jamie. No worries, man.
We're going to need another drip in here. We better get him to X-ray.
Yes, doctor.
What are you wasting your time with that for?
I told you so we can assess his injuries.
He's been shot! Get out there and get the bullet out!
Essentially, we do an X-ray so we know where the bullet is. Then we'll know how to approach the operation. With his blood pressure falling the way it is, he's definitely bleeding internally, and we have to know where.
I'm not stupid, eh? Don't try anything smart with me!
Shot down like a dog on the highway with a bunch of lace at his chin.
And an empty bottle of gin.
Have some respect, sonny. That's Lord Alfred Noyes.
You should have some respect too, Bill. There's an old lady in the next ward trying to get some sleep.
We'll invite her over. We'll have a party.
And what with? You've drunk our entire supply of surgical spirits by the look of you. You'll be sniffing out the ether next.
I don't believe in drugs, sonny. Oh,
Pleasant dreams, Bill.
I always have pleasant dreams.
And sometimes your eyes are even closed.
Cheeky beggar. And the wind...
What the...
How many in here?
Just him.
Okay, how many in this part of the building?
There's an old lady in the next ward, and I think there's someone working late in the office.
Okay, we'll just round them up then. Hurry up.
The road was a ribbon of moonlight.
This is an imposition.
We've got a little
Shut
problem.
up!
I want to show you something.
What?
My appendix scar. Bit of a mess, isn't it?
Oh, it's okay.
I had to have an emergency operation.
Really?
I was at university doing my ACA. I thought about being a nurse for a while. It's such an unselfish profession.
You wouldn't think so if you were in it. Look, Philip,
I find I can talk to you. It's hard to find someone you can really talk to. Most people aren't interested in your deepest feelings. Don't you agree?
I wouldn't say that.
But you're different. You really care about people.
Look, I must get going. It was very
You have
sweet.
to go.
Yes. Look, they're expecting
Who?
me. Just friends.
Boyfriend.
Not exactly. Look, it was very sweet of you to bring
Friendship's what's important to me. It's more honest.
I've got to get going. I'm running very late.
You needn't go. We could stay here.
I don't think so.
We could stay and talk.
Why does nightclubbing till 3 sound like fun and night shift till 5 sound like a nightmare?
I suppose I should go. Bye, Alison.
Bye, Philip.
Sam, you are an angel. Mwah. See ya.
There it is. Prepare the theatre and ring the anaesthetist.
No calls.
Well, how am I going to contact him?
No calls.
In a clinic this size, we don't have an anaesthetist on permanent staff.
No one rings out.
We're going to have to do some major surgery here. We need an anaesthetist.
You just fix them up.
I don't think you understand.
I understand. You want to get word out. You want to ring the cops. That's not happening.
We need an anaesthetist for this kind of operation. We may have to put him out for several hours.
You haven't got that long.
I'm sorry?
You just fix them up and we'll be out of here.
Look, Alec, is it? Alec, the bullet is lodged in his spleen. To take it out is a big operation. We may even have to remove the spleen. Either way, you're not going to be able to move him.
I'll decide that.
Okay. But to perform this operation, we need someone trained and experienced. It's a delicate procedure to anesthetize someone as ill as this.
She a doctor?
Yeah.
She's a doctor. She can do it then.
Just keep yourself warm, okay?
You don't frighten me, you know.
Shut up.
I've faced guns before, and they were held by blokes uglier than you.
What are you doing?
I was just going to answer the phone.
Keep away.
But if
Down.
Stay where you are. You, get over there and lock the doors. Hurry up! Get back!
He must be mentally deficient. He can't even lock a door.
Oh, that could be an emergency call.
Yeah? Well, that's tough. No one comes in or goes out. If anyone tries to answer that phone...
It's an emergency call. It could be a life-threatening situation.
Yeah, well, so's this lady.
Oh, what exactly do you think I'm going to do? Jump you and wrestle the gun away? We all know what happened the last time someone tried that.
That stupid bitch. If she hadn't gotten
Oh,
away.
so it's all her doing, is it?
If she just shut up and stayed in line, none of this would have happened.
I suppose the whole world should shut up and stay in line for you.
You got a big mouth.
What are you doing?
Going in there.
Not without gowning up, you're not. Do you want us to save your friend on the operating table so he can die of infection later? The theatre is a sterile environment. If you enter it, you wear those.
How am I going to do this?
You'll be all right. Between the two of us, we've got a reasonable idea what to do.
I've only got a basic training. It doesn't cover a situation like this.
You can do it, Meredith. We'll work through it together.
I haven't got this sort of specialised knowledge, and neither do you.
We'll be okay. We've got enough to get us through. It'll work. It will.
Let's get moving.
The spleen is a mess. The bullet must have a soft nose. It's splayed open and nearly torn it in half.
It's not my fault. It was an accident. I didn't mean to shoot him. He's my brother.
It was no accident you took guns to that bank.
Shouldn't have been him. It should have been someone else that copped it.
Oh, so it would have been better
Carrie, I need your mind on the job.
Sorry, Doctor.
BP's still dropping.
What percentage we got the ISO flu rain on?
1%.
Better try dropping it to 0.5%.
What's happening?
Jamie's blood pressure is dropping because of the bleeding. Anesthetic tends to lower it as well. Hopefully by reducing the concentration we can lift his blood pressure up.
It's still dropping. I'll try some aramine to bump it up. What do you think?
Yeah, I tried 10 milligrams. Try diluting it 1 in 10. More suction.
Thank you, my dear. You're so kind.
These seats are uncomfortable and it's chilly. Man could die of cold out here.
That's not the only thing he could die of, Bill.
You could have found a more comfy place to hold us in.
I've told you once already to shut up.
I hear the morgue's very comfy.
The way I feel, son, that place is not very far off. Crook. My head's aching and my throat's as dry as a bone. I mean, you're a medic. What do you reckon's wrong with me?
Public bar withdrawal.
Not much sympathy in this world. Can't you do something for me?
Oh, Bill, just please be quiet.
No one keeps me quiet, son. Certainly not that young ruffian. I've got a right to speak. There's no way in the world I'm going to bow down for a little hooligan like that. Well, I say, that looks like a nice friendly drop you got there, son. I've always said I can tell a gentleman and a kindred spirit a mile off. I couldn't trouble you for a wee sip, I suppose.
Have it. as long as it keeps your fat mouth shut.
Gina, you look great.
Thank you, Sam. So do you. Where's Steve?
Oh, he's not home yet.
Oh, no, don't tell me he's forgotten.
I doubt it.
We arranged to meet here just after 10.
Yeah, he should have been home an hour ago. There must have been an emergency at the clinic.
Just my luck.
From the way you described your cousin, he's the unlucky one.
Looking forward to meeting Francesca, was he?
I'd like to meet him myself.
Unfortunately, Sam, that won't be possible. She, couldn't make it.
Oh, I see.
I'm sure Steve won't mind if I fill in for her.
So will your cousin be coming around some other time?
That might be a bit tricky.
She rather hard to make a date with.
Not so much hard as, impossible. You don't actually think the wonderful Francesca really exists, do you, Sam? And if she did, I certainly wouldn't be introducing her to Steve. Are you on your way to work?
Yeah, I'm just about to leave for the depot.
Can you drop me off at the clinic on the way? I want to surprise Steve.
You sure will.
Next week I'm going to tell him about my other cousin, the brunette.
Just how many cousins haven't you got? After you.
I need another desperate unit.
What does that mean? If we get more fluid into him, hopefully we can force his blood pressure up.
Stand back.
Diving.
I'll have to leave the room to get the bag.
Do we have a choice?
What you doing?
Trying to save your brother's life.
Don't get smart with me. Just tell me what's happening.
Okay, let's get the spleen out. Jamie, you got to pull through this one. You're young, you're fit. You can do it. Remember when we ran away from home? Old man strapped hard on our tails. We stuck by each other then and we're going to stick by each other now. Don't quit on me, Jamie. You can't quit on me, mate. You can't.
Pull stronger. That's better.
He dies, you die.
With BT Mobile, you can get online here, here, here and here, and all over the UK with 4G and Wi-Fi hotspots in more places than any other mobile provider. Better still, if you have BT broadband at home, it starts from just £5 a month with 500 megabytes of data, or you could get 2 gigabytes of data for just £10 a month, or even a huge 15 gigabytes of data for £20 a month. Anyone can get the great deal with BT Mobile. With 3 SIM-only plans to choose from, you're bound to find the one that's right for you. Call 0800 234 6543 or visit bt.com/SIM-only.
Our washing machine's not working as well anymore. I've cleaned the rims and the dispenser, but still no joy.
Limescale and dirt can build up, and it could affect performance. Even a small amount can stop your machine from working properly. Calgon 2-in-1 helps prevent the build-up of limescale and helps to keep your machine working at its best.
Washing machines live longer with Calgon.
In the heat of the moment, condoms aren't your first thought. But withdrawal is not an effective way to prevent pregnancy. A study estimated that only 55% of pregnancies in the UK are planned. Visit the Family Planning Association online to get informed about all contraception choices and find one that works for you. This message is supported by Durex.
Don't talk to me about home insurance. I mean, wouldn't it be fantastic if there was some website?
Fantastic, yeah.
Where you could simply check out a whole bunch of companies and get exactly the right deal.
Fantastic, yeah.
In a matter of minutes.
Go compare. Fantastic cover you'll discover when you're there. You know you ought to for your bricks and mortar. Nothing quite compares to Go Compare.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
For powerful and effective constipation relief, we've harnessed natural senna and put it into Senacot to help restore your regular movement. Senacot.
With TouchNote, you can send your holiday snaps as real postcards straight from your phone. Just choose a photo, write a message, and tap send. Every TouchNote card comes with free worldwide delivery. And because we post the very next day, your cards are sure to arrive home before you do. Send a smile with TouchNote. Download the app now.
Why are you doing this? The people here are completely innocent. Look, I have a son who's not much younger than you are. He gets into trouble. Nothing serious. He just seems to be, well, rebellious. But I just sometimes...
Look, what would you know, lady? Working in this flash place, sitting on your chuff all day. You don't know what it's like to live on the street, and neither would your snot-nosed kid.
I'm not saying that I do understand.
Listen, when I was 12, I was sleeping in a bus shelter. Your boy doing that?
I'm sorry, that must have been terrible.
Sort your priorities out quick, right? You get some food, you keep warm, and then watch out the cops don't get you.
Hey, what's going on? Why are the doors locked?
Get rid of them.
Sorry, we're closed.
Jenny, what are you talking about?
There's been a hold-up with the nurses. We're besieged with patients.
If you're so busy, why is the door locked?
Gina, listen, you remember that time we almost copped it the last time we left the doors open?
Jenny, you nuts or something? Let me in. I've got to see Steve.
Steve can't talk right now.
Why not? What's happening?
Let her in, then lock the doors.
Oh! What are you doing? Oh! What are you doing?
Shut up and get with the rest.
Who's he? What's going on? Steve!
It's all right, Gina. It's okay.
BP's falling fast. He's got to run a Victopics. We've got to get more fluid into him. Chris, you've got to stop this bleeding or we'll lose him.
We're trying.
I can't get a reading. We've lost him.
No! No, do something! I said do something!
We've done everything we can.
Do something! I told you what would happen!
Alec, we did everything we could. If we'd have started operating 6 hours earlier, we might have been able to save him. But with the bullet where it was, and with that amount of bleeding...
You killed him! You bloody killed him!
No, I didn't. Your bullet killed him.
I would have died for him. I would have stopped the bullet for him. Should be me down there. He wouldn't hurt anybody. I said it'd be easy. Piece of cake. He didn't want to come. Just one job. Maybe another couple would be set up for life. We wouldn't have to do any more crap jobs, we wouldn't. Jamie, I'm sorry. If I knew this was going to happen, I wouldn't have brought you along, man. It was an accident. Oh, Jamie. I'm so sorry, Jamie.
Just in case.
What the hell's keeping them? I mean, how long does it take to get a bullet out? It shouldn't take this long, should it?
Depends on a lot of things.
We're going to die. He's going to shoot all of us.
It'll be okay. Once the operation's over, they'll go.
But they haven't got their balaclavas on.
What are you talking about?
I saw it on this movie. The bank robber loses his mask and he has to kill everyone because they see his face. At least we're going to die together, Steve.
No, we're not. We're not going to die, Gina.
He has to kill us. We can identify him.
Yeah, that's what the mafia does. No witnesses, no trial.
When he starts collecting pillows, it's all over.
Why?
I saw it on this other movie. They used pillows to silence the gun. Steve, have you got a pen? I, Gina Rossi, being of sound mind and body, hereby will and... What's that word? Sounds like sneeze.
Bequeath.
That's it. Hereby will and bequeath.
Hey, listen, man. I can tell you're a pretty reasonable sort of a guy. And I feel like your heart's not really in this. I mean, you've brought your mate in here to get fixed up. And your heart's in the right place, but you're cornered by the situation, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
I mean, you're just as trapped as we are. Holding us here, you're stuck as well.
He's going to get himself killed.
So you've got a few decisions to make. But I reckon I can help you.
Police.
If you want to know how to get out of here, I can tell you how. So you won't be seen. What do you owe those guys anyway? They'll be here for ages. Why should you go down because of them? Would they do it for you?
Hey, I don't pike out of my friends, okay?
I'm not saying that you do. But why hang around? There's no point in all of you getting done. Cops will soon get wind of what's happening here, if they haven't already. If you go now, you've got a good chance of getting away.
Yeah, well, how are the cops going to find out, eh?
First emergency call they make, they'll know something's wrong. Because we're not answering the phone. It could have been them before.
You're having me on.
No, I'm not, pal. I put a high value on my skin.
You're full of crap.
I just want to offer you a chance, that's all. If you go now, you just might make it.
You don't know what you're talking about.
It's now or never, mate. All you've got to do is go down the corridor, turn left, go through the fire escape, and over the fence. Do it. Don't be an idiot.
Oh, Steve, you were brilliant. You're so brave.
Why are these doors locked? We've got a sick customer here and we've been trying to radio through. Now what the hell's been going on here tonight?
That was touch and go. I thought for a moment it was all over for Chris.
Sorry.
I thought he was going to pull the trigger. Chris stood his ground well. If he can be as steady as that, he'll become a fine surgeon. Gown, please. You all right?
He shouldn't have died.
Oh, you can't blame yourself.
If I'd only just had a bit more knowledge, I would have known to start him on a lower dose of isoflurane. It could have made all the difference.
Any professional would have started at exactly the same level and adjusted it down accordingly.
He wouldn't have died
if they had brought him in 6 hours earlier. You can't blame yourself.
I could have done better. Truth is, I was afraid.
You weren't the only one.
I lost my nerve. I wasn't in control.
Meredith, you were. You did all that a competent, experienced doctor would have done. He'd lost too much blood. The fact is, he was virtually dead when he came in. They left it too long. You're not responsible.
Well, someone has to take responsibility. That's what this profession is about.
It's also about knowing where our responsibility ends. We did everything we could. You can't blame yourself.
Hey, thanks for a great night out. I guess this is good night.
Sounds a bit like one of those good night and have a happy life lines to me. I've had a coffee.
I'm very tired, actually.
That's a pity. And me suffering from caffeine withdrawal and everything.
Look, maybe some other time. Hey, thanks.
Story of my life.
Bye.
What are you doing here?
Can I come in?
Well, I was just about to go to bed.
Can I talk to you? You're the only one who listens to me.
Philip, I'm going to bed. Good night.
Please, just to talk to you.
Philip, go away.
Let me in, Alison. You've got to let me in.
Philip, go
Alison,
away.
let me in. Let me in, Alison.
Philip, leave me alone.
Let me in now.
Philip,
let me in.
Go away.
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost, it seems. I think the change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance, I'll be dream Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another place. Just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see. Shortland Street.
TalkHoliday.com is a fun place where social meets travel, where you can chat online and share real travel tips with real people. And as you pass on the good stuff about the places you've been, you'll discover more about the places you've not. So come share your photos and reviews and get inside know-how from fellow travellers like you. And if you book a trip with us, you'll benefit from some of the biggest travel brands around. Let your hands do the talking and join TalkHoliday.com today. TalkHoliday.com, the social travel network.